Cam Madison is the owner of Corporate Executive Club, a company that has successfully helped over 10,000 people find employment. With a focus on providing recruiting and employment services to businesses of all sizes, CEC is dedicated to making the job matching process seamless for both employers and job seekers. And Cam joins us now. Thanks for coming on today. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
So, what was it that actually inspired you to create this company?
Coming into contact with people that were looking for employment but just weren't able to find the right job.
And can you expand a little bit more about what Corporate Executive Club actually does? You know, in what way does it help people find a perfect job for them?
Absolutely. On our job candidate side, what happens is they go into our website, which is ceclubs.com. They go to the job seeker tab. They submit their resume over. That would be the first step. Once we have their resume, we'll reach out to the candidate, review all of the information that's available, figure out the ideal type of job with them, as far as pay wise, how far they're willing to travel, just their total, ideal job that they're looking for or career that they're looking for. Once we have that information, we'll cross-reference that in our database with our corporations that are looking to fill various positions and pretty much like playing matchmaker.
Yeah. What's the main benefit as opposed to just applying for loads of jobs that you'd quite like to do?
Sure. Well, one of the benefits is you have a company speaking on your behalf, which is really, really powerful versus thousands and thousands of resumes that go into a particular job. You have that advantage by having one of our recruiters that has relationships with those hiring managers reach out directly on your behalf. So that cuts through a lot of the competition that's out there, because you're looking at anywhere between 800 to 2,000 resumes per open job.
Wow.
So our recruiters cut directly across that and directly in contact with the hiring manager on your behalf. So that's one of the major benefits of going through our company.
So what are the main ways that it helps employers as well as job seekers?
Absolutely. One of the ways that it helps employers is every time a job posted or a job opening is posted, the employer has to go through thousands and thousands and thousands of resumes.
Yeah.
Just to figure out or find one or two, particular ones. And hopefully those weren't one of the ones that, just applied for it just because they knew they didn't qualify for it, but they still wanted to apply anyway. So using our company, it just cuts directly out all of that information because we actually intercept those resumes. So we review it. We have a system in place to where it triggers with our algorithm, and once it comes through, we'll know immediately if that person is suitable for that position or if not. So it saves the employer time, and then they can focus on running their business or working on other policies or procedures within their company.
Yeah. Now, what do you think sets CEC apart, the Corporate Executive Club? What do you think sets you apart from all the other recruitment services and employment services out there?
Well, one of the things that sets us apart is we generally are a people-based company. Like we have thousands of letters in our office just from families that could not, people that just couldn't find employment that reached out to us, and we were able to get that taken care of for them and save them from even being evicted. So we're just generally good people, and we pride ourselves on going above and beyond. So you may call one of our recruiters at 10:30 at night on a Sunday, and they'll pick up. You know what I mean? Wow. It's just we want to make sure that we get people working so that they can feed their families. That is what we do. That is what we have successfully done since 2012. As with other companies, they may be in it just to see how much money they can make off of a candidate.
Yeah.
No. Once that candidate is with us, we build that relationship and that rapport with that candidate. Even when they're hired on, we still reach out to see how things are going, just to make sure that they're doing good.
Yeah. And in your experience, what do you think are some of the biggest challenges that employers and people who are looking for a job face when they're trying to find the right job or the right candidate?
From the employer side, one of the biggest challenges they face is people that are either unqualified or overqualified. and then having to go through the process of determining, who's over and who's under versus who's right for the position. So
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest challenges. I mean, that's something that we have gotten, accustomed to. But for employers, that is one of the biggest thing, and they don't have a lot of time. That's one of the biggest things with them is, listen, we can utilize that best time that we can best utilize that time working on other things versus spending it on that. So I would definitely say that. And from a job candidate side, one of the main things is making sure that we hone down on what they're specifically looking for in a job versus what they're applying for. Because if you're, you know what I mean? Because if you're applying for 30 other jobs or 30 jobs out there and 19 or 20 of them, aren't really going to be a good fit for you, but you're just applying, you'll be back looking for a job in another 3 or 4 months. So that's one of the challenges we face is we get in depth with them. Hey, what are you looking for exactly? What do you excel at? What type of experience have you had? What are you looking for as far as culture wise within a company? So those are some of the things that some of the challenges we face. But we take them head on. That it's a part of the job.
And what advice would you give to someone who's currently looking for a job, particularly in the current job market and economic climate?
To just be relentless. Definitely be relentless, because just because you're applying for a job and you may not get a response back within the first 48 hours, reach back out to that company. Reassert yourself. Let them know that you're still interested in a job. Even if you have to swing by and speak to the front desk person, go above and beyond to show how determined you are to beat out any other candidates that are looking for that same position.
And looking to the future, what are some of your goals for the Corporate Executive Club in the coming years, and how do you see the company continuing to evolve and grow?
One of our goals is to be in every major country in the world. That's one of our super ambitious goals. Is to make sure that people can feed their families. So it may be more agricultural in some countries versus other countries, maybe more blue collar jobs. So our that's one of our main things is to adapt to whatever country we're in to ensure that we can get those people working and able to take care of and feed their families.
It sounds exciting. And in the meantime, where will we be able to find Corporate Executive Club?
Absolutely. Well, you can find us on social media on either Facebook or Instagram, just at CE Clubs, CLUBS. On either Instagram or Facebook, or you can feel free to reach out to us through our website, which is www.ceclubs.com. Those would be the best ways to reach out to us, and we can move forward from there.
Excellent. Well, many thanks for talking to us today. It's been great to have you on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate your time.